Right, yeah, epet, and how the word apex comes out of apet. You got APT for the goddess of epet, and you got apex. So I was just saying, from an etymological standpoint, we know what epet means, to be the center of the topmost, and apex is a word that just comes out of that, right? Just showing how the Nile Valley, even with her being epet and apex and a couple of other words that have ap in it and symbolizes the top, it's just all goes to show how powerful our ancestors' information and science is. Because you still find it in modern day.
Right, it's still
language.
translating in a day. Like if I say the leopard is the apex predator.
Right.
Right.
Right. And we all know who Apet was. Right? So just what I heard the word. And the word is the holy word. And the whole, the circle, the spiral, the arcs. All of these are symbols of the great mama, the great mother, the womb, the vagina, rebirth, cycles of continuation and generation, life, birth, death, rebirth, the circle, holes, especially the hole, because the hole is what we use in regards to the vagina. We don't call the vagina
the yoni.
Yeah, even the yoni has one of the O in it, and yoni, means to verse. Yoni verse means to go around.
Universe, yoniverse.
Yoniverse, yeah, to go
Verse.
around, and birth, yeah, the verse to go around. So all of this stuff is connected with the feminine principle. So that's why I was saying, like, the Great Mother is the circle, is the whole, and the Holy One for me is the deepest thing that we need to get into, because we always talk about the Holy Ghost, and in these modern churches, it's more women catch the Holy Ghost than men. Why more women catch the Holy Ghost than men catch the Holy Ghost? Because the woman is the Holy One. So I guess the Holy One would do what she do.
Right.
Right?
And she'll get that.
Her energy, which
Right.
they call the Holy Ghost, which, from a biblical standpoint, from a Christian standpoint, was the removal of the Great Mother principle from the scriptures.
Right, because you were saying that growing up in the Baptist church, when I say the Holy Ghost, you were saying back when it was the Holy Mother, and they took that mother and turned her into the ghost.
Well, they killed her.
Well,
how people become ghosts? By dying of
right.
death,
killed off,
right?
And the spirit is on.
Right, transcendence and stuff. But yeah, so what I was saying is that all throughout all cultures, to me, from what I research, what I see, and what a lot of other people see, is that the whole mother energies were around first. Even if you want to say the mother energy represents stellar time, and the mother energy represents lunar time, and now we're in the solar time, and the solar represents the sun energy or the male energy. Even if you want to say that. And people talk about how these energies, the return of mother and the return of feminine energies, which we heard over the last 15 whatever years,
right.
20 years, whatever. It's all seen to be true to me, because now we have all type of feminine principles coming online outside of the lower nature satanic agenda, with these different feminine organizations represent to me.
Right.
Because they're not empowering the spiritual divinity of the black woman. But for me, the Holy One is all in the Word. We see holes, they're all circles. And like I said, we don't call the vagina the P circle. We call it a P hole. Right?
Right.
The P hole, you know what I mean?
Right,
we call
right.
it the
Yeah.
P circle. You know what I mean? So the whole is more relevant. And like I explained too, with the word whole, right? Just to reiterate some things we went over earlier, you have the word whole. And I explained how whole, holy, you know, H-O-L-E, whole and stuff. But in the word whole, which represents the holy, when you turn that L to a R, you get whore.
Whore. Like whore, streetwalker, whore.
Yeah.
Huh.
You turn that L to a R, rather. See what I mean? You get the whore.
All
And
right.
the whore is something holy. You know what I mean? The whore is holy.
Just a switch of the word or
Yeah.
the letter.
Yeah, the whore is holy.
Holy hoes.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it's just that for me, these young black girls out here, and young black boys learning the truth about what holy is and what the word is. The word is a feminine principle. Everything, like we say, Sevek, sound. Sevek is seven. It's the sound. Sabin, the Egyptians, the ancients called it Shabda. Shabda, the sound. The sound is seven. That's why we have that do, re, mi, la, fo, si, da,
Ti-do.
Ti-do. Ti-do. Right. Ti-do.
Yeah.
Which is
Major
seven.
scale.
Major
Right.
scale. Seven.
Right.
Because, yeah, do is the transition back into the one. So it's seven sounds. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know, and that was called Sefek, or seven. So everything is seven. The seven color rainbows and all this seven symbolism comes out of sound. Because how we say the word in the beginning was the word, and the word, you know, in John, how they say the word was the beginning and in creation and stuff.
Right.
And scientists say that the Big Bang created creation. Our ancestors called it the Great Cackle from the goose symbolism, and in Torah, Ta'ert is the Great Raw. You know what I mean? As the creation, the Great Raw. You know, raw like the thunder out there, raws.
Right.
I mean, explosion sound and stuff. And that's the word. So for you know, once again to reiterate, the word is feminine, the word is holy, the word whole, holy, whore, halo, all represents the feminine, the circle, the spiral, the arc. All these things represent the vagina, the womb, rebirth, regeneration, life, death, cycle.
The
You know?
black hole.
The black holes, you know, all this stuff is that. And you know, so that's what we're doing, just putting out some more information on those truths that people could go research and do their own research, coming outside of stepping outside of religious concepts of the whole. And I got a lot more information when we talking about the Holy One and proving how even in the Bible and all these biblical scripts that indeed and in fact the Holy One is the feminine, the great mother, the great mom.
So by you saying that, so we just been, I'm gonna say the male principle that whatever we study, well, whatever we study, it's been one-sided because we just deal with a male aspect opposed to the feminine aspect.
Which is, yeah.
Is
I can say it's like this. We've been dealing with the secondary source instead
okay,
of the primary source,
which is
the mother
the mother. Gotcha.
source. We've been stuck on two. We've been stuck on one rather.
So
instead of
it's
zero.
not. It's off kilter.
Yeah, we've been stuck on one, and one is the symbolic of the penis or the male or the
Right.
L's.
Okay.
The L's, the L's, man, the angels, the Michaels, the L's, the male symbolism, the Tekkenus, the Tekkens,
Elohim.
the Elohims and stuff. Versus, you know how we say the one. You know, we got like 2 minutes left, but the one, like even the word theology, right fast. The one, you get D-O, right? And this is what we say D-I. All right, theology is the study of God, right?
Right.
Well, the one equals D-O. The one, when you take the N-E off, equals D-O. D-O. And from D-O, you get theology, which is theology is the study of God. So theology actually is the study of the one, it's the study of the circle, which is the study of the Holy One, which is the female. Even in that word theology, the study of God is the study of the woman, it's the study of the whole, the study of the circle, the study of the womb.
So looking at that word, look like things was changed around to be one-sided.
Ooh, yup.
You dig?
One side, the punning on that.
Yeah.
Yes. And that one side is not the true theology of the one, which is the feminine, which is the holy, which is the whole, which is the circle, which is the O, which is theology, which is the study of God, which is the female.
Right. So that whole thing, like I said, that whole thing been changed around so to think of
Right.
the one, which would be male.
In their concept.
In that concept.
Yeah.
Right. Not knowing
that it's the
what
female.
you just broke down.
She is theology. She is the O. She is the one. She is the circle. She is the womb. She is life. Right? So we out on that note right there, y'all. Yeah.